just open it up for questions.
Coach, how was the week of practice?
It was good. It was good. We worked hard. We've got a ways to go to get our concentration and our focus to the same level it was last week. But that's normal. But our players did come out and put a lot of effort on the field. We practiced with good speed. So we'll be ready to go come Saturday night at 6:30.
What's the schedule for tomorrow, Coach?
Tomorrow's schedule is just like every Friday. We have our meetings and we'll have our walkthrough. Then we'll head to the hotel, let them get a couple hours downtime, get up and have our evening meetings.
So listening to your radio show last night, you say that these fields might have a slant to them.
Oh, they do have a slant to them, yeah.
I mean, so the surveyors have been out here and everything? Or?
Right, yeah. That's why we've been practicing in here most all the whole year.
So what's the solution? What are y'all going to do?
Well, I don't know. We got some work to do to see how we can get them right. But we obviously are going to try to do everything we can to get them fixed. But I thought we'd address that when the season was over.
Is it led to any injuries, anything specific?
Well, last year during the season or late season, between our training staff and our strength and conditioning staff, it was like, hey, something's not right here. We're normally more fresh. We test our guys on vertical jump every Thursday just to see where we're at, how our legs are. And we weren't going up like we would in most years previously. So they really felt like that had something to do with it. When you're running uphill, how bad that is for you. So we were real adamant that as soon as we started the season, we weren't going to be on the practice fields. We've been in the indoor, of course, but not on the practice fields.
So how's the vertical jump been this year?
Good. We've been freshened up. We've done a nice job with our Thursday vertical jumps. And as soon as we cut practice down and got them off the field quicker, they went up again. So I really feel like it's been great to have the training staff and the strength and conditioning staff that can walk in and say, Coach, we need to freshen up a little bit. And then when we cut back, we are fresher.
So what's the slope? It goes uphill coming up this way?
Yeah, just go stand out there now. It's not very hard to understand. There's a line on the weight room that supposedly that's where it was originally supposed to hit.
Coach, there was a story about old junk cars being buried under there.
I've heard that story, yeah, that and they went and filled it. They put old cars down, and it continues to sink. So I don't mean to open up a can of worms, but I just that it is important to us that we understood it, so we made sure our players weren't running uphill and wearing them out in practice.
How much mention has there been of bowl eligible? Is that a thing you talk about?
We don't talk about it a lot. We all understand it. We know that that's one thing that one of our goals to finish this year. Our players want to finish strong, and I've talked about winning out, but what I always remind them is, well, if we don't win this game, we can't do either one of those things. So we have to play one game at a time, and this game's important to us. We've got to go in and execute and play well and get a win. And they're a really good football team. When you put their video on, you see their defensive linemen, the way they can rush the passer, the way they hit quarterbacks, run to the ball, and offensively, the way they can execute their passing game. Quarterback's real accurate, gets the ball out of his hand quick. We're going to have to play well.
How do you feel like you guys are health-wise?
We're good. We're really healthy. Yeah, Ramon Broadway's back. He's had 3 good practices now after tonight, and he'll be ready to play in the game. Last year last week, he got to a position where if we would have needed him in the game, we could have put him in. But it was good that he was able to hold off another week. So he's healthy and full speed. Michael's full speed and ready to go. I think we're in good shape.
The idea that you can start stringing together some wins, how important is that in getting where you want to get?
Well, it's real important to win our home games. That's something I've really tried to stress here. And we want to win this game so the seniors can start the streak of winning games. I think that's how you build a program. That it's really hard for people to come into your home stadium and get a win, and that's what we're striving for. If we don't win this one, then we're set back and have to restart over, and I don't want to do that. I want to build on what we've done.
know Little Rock's obviously a home to you, but this is the seniors' final on-campus game. You have any thoughts on those guys?
Yeah, you know, we've talked about it all week long. You know, how much work they've put in the weight room, how much work they've put in the practice fields before this year. You know, just everything that they've put into the program, everything they've put into their academics, and then this is the last time they get to play in our home stadium here in Fayetteville. So, you know, it's up to them first and foremost to make sure they're ready to play, and they demand that from themselves, and then second to demand it from their teammate to make sure everyone on the team's ready to play, you know, mentally and emotionally. I know we're ready physically. We just have to make sure we're ready mentally and emotionally.
Last question.
Who figured out that the field was slanted?
I can't say who one person was. I know Tim Chaney knew it. Yeah, he's probably the first one that talked to me about it.
All right.
All right, thanks.
Good.